Simon, first question, really easy one. First album you bought?
The first album I bought was a compilation album called Now 11.
Okay.
And it had Belinda Carlisle. It was either Circles in the Sand or Heaven is a Place on Earth, and it had Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. It had like a Billy Idol song on it, so
yeah.
Just terrible pop music, but that's what the first album I bought.
And the first album you bought, did you still like?
The Black Album by Metallica. I bought that when I was on holiday, when I was like 9 or something, or 10.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was out in 91, so I must have been 11,
yeah.
11 years old, and I still listen to that. I just got that in vinyl a couple of weeks ago. So,
what do you like about the album?
I liked the aggression first of all. It was, for me at that age, it was this whole world of music that, I mean, I was very young, so I didn't know much about music at all other than pop music. And then I discovered this band Metallica, and it just seemed to open all these doors to all these other bands that existed out with the mainstream and didn't need, they weren't on the television, they weren't on the radio, they were, you know, they were about to be.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was just this world that was really exotic to me, being from Scotland, and I loved the community spirit of heavy music, you know, heavy metal and everything. Everyone, if you walked down the street and you had a metal t-shirt on and you saw someone else with a metal t-shirt, you'd kind of give them a nod, and I really liked that.
Okay. Any songs that you like still?
Yeah, from that record?
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Sad But True is one of the best riffs ever. I love Whenever I May Roam, and Of Wolf and Man. Nothing Else Matters was one of the first finger-picking guitar lines I ever learned how to play. And so yeah, I mean, I like that whole record.
Okay. You are releasing a new single. It has been released on YouTube now, but it's going to be released at the end of June. It's called Opposite. There's a line, "You're the loneliest person." That's the first line that you sing. The loneliest person that I've ever known. Who is the song about?
It's kind of about talking to myself. I'm kind of looking in a mirror, and I'm basically kind of addressing myself in the verses, and then in the chorus I'm basically speaking to my wife and saying that I can't be good for you, and that you need to be with someone that will make you happy, you know, and you know, my wife's here today, so we're, you know, but you know what relationships are like. When you love someone very much, you can hit the highs together, and you can also hit terrible lows together. And at that point in my life, I felt like I wasn't offering my wife anything.
Yeah.
And I just felt incomplete inside, and you know, I just felt like she would perhaps have been better without me, you know.
When you played the song to her, what did she say?
She got upset hearing that song. There's a couple of songs in this record. There's a song called Biblical as well, which my wife gets upset about, because that's kind of about us as well. And it can be tough, because sometimes I don't think about what I'm singing. You know, when you work in a record, you kind of, sometimes you can have a slight removal from the words and everything, and it's only when you present it to someone that you love, or this person the song's kind of half about, that you realise what you're saying. And so we both got kind of upset when we were listening to it, but fortunately my wife understands that I can only really write songs about things that are really important to me, and she's very forgiving. You know, she knows how I feel about her, but she knows that you have to express things through music, and it can be quite awkward, but as I say, fortunately she puts up with it, and you know, I love her to death, and hopefully she loves me. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. There's something else that I stumbled upon. The song "God Only Knows." Is it true that you have a tattoo with the line "God only knows what it'd be without you"?
Yeah, I've got it. Excuse me, get my belly out. Up there.
Okay. What's the story behind it? Because, well, it's a song from the Beach Boy, yeah?
Absolutely. Well, that was the first dance at my wedding with my wife, and it was kind of a song. We love the fact it's not really a song about being in love. You know, it's kind of a bit of a twisted love song, and we both have a kind of weird sense of humour. So that was our first song at our wedding, where we danced, and I got this tattoo as a surprise for my wife.
Why this song as the first song on your wedding? It must be something special then.
Yeah, it's just a song we've both loved for years and years, and we didn't really realise how much each other loved the song until we started talking about our wedding, and we both had the same idea to have that song as our first song, so it just made perfect sense.
What do you like about this song?
I mean, as a musician, I love the melody and everything. As a songwriter, I love the fact that, you know, the lyrics, I may not always love you, but as long as there are stars above you, you know, God only knows what I'd be without you. I love the kind of, there's almost a darkness to that lyric. You know, it's not saying I'll be nothing without you. It's just saying I don't really know what I'll be without you. You know, it's kind of non-committal. And I quite like that.
Okay. The video of the song Opposite, you're walking and there's also a car crash, and there's also a tree on the top of a hill. I think it's on the album cover too.
Absolutely.
Okay. Where was the video shot?
It was shot in just outside Los Angeles, and we just spent a day. We spent a day in a studio, in a TV studio, filming the bits with the car, and I would get all wired up, like harness on and everything, getting flung upside down, and it was kind of like making a movie. It was as close to making a mini movie as we've ever had for a video, and so we filmed it in LA and just spent many times walking that road singing the song. And it's a really young director called Elliot Sellers, I think he's 21, and he's got a really beautiful vision for things, and he's a really talented, eccentric fellow, and he just kind of connected with the song, and I just felt like the mood of the video really suited the song. You know, I think it's quite rare that a video treatment you get fits with how you hear your own song. You know, because sometimes you're standing playing in a room and there's more to it than that. But I thought it was very poetic, the slow motion nature of it, and quite heartbreaking. Hopefully, like the song, you know.
And the hill with the tree on it, was it something that you had in mind when you also thinking about the album cover?
No, that was all the director came up with that idea. I think he knew the artwork, and I think it was really clever of him to kind of get that incorporated.
That's true. And last question: you're playing the Lowlands Festival. What do you think of that?
We love it. I think we've played Lowlands once before, maybe twice before. It was one of our very first festivals outside the UK, and we played it like 12 o'clock in the day, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and the crowd couldn't give a shit. You know, they didn't care less, but it was one of our first experiences of a festival out with the UK, and it's really exciting to be back this year, slightly further up the bill, and it's a legendary festival from when I was very, very young, when it used to be MTV Europe. Remember, they would always talk about Lowlands Festival, and that was always something that we really wanted to play, so to be back again is exceptional. Are you going to do
something special song-wise, or?
I guess we'll just do what we do at the festival. You know, our album, I guess, hasn't been out for too long, so we're playing lots of new songs, and but I don't know. I mean, every Biffy gig's special, so we'll just make sure that one's extra special.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Great to see you again, man. Thank you.